So let's say I'm taking back to the switch console. Now you can see switch with a greater sign. Now you can see the switch with a greater sign. This mode is called as a user mode. And from the user mode, you need to type EN. Then if you do not know the full command, the easiest way, you need to put the tab key. It will show you the full command. Enter. To go back from the enable mode, I mean, this mode, we call it as privilege mode. To go back to the user mode, you just need to put exit command. Then enter it. So it will come back again to the user mode. If you want to know more about E, let's for example, if I put E and I'm putting tab key and nothing coming up, which means there is a multiple command available within E. So in order to know further commands start with the E, you just need to put the question mark after the E. You will come to know there are 2 commands. Okay. Or if you wanted to know more about what are all the commands available within this mode, you just need to put the question mark, which means is a help. So you can see there are few commands available within in this mode. So let's say, for example, enable to reach to the privilege mode, exit to go back. Then ping is the command for test the echo message. Okay, that's to check the reachability. So let's, for example, I'm going to give EN and put enter. We don't want it to put the entire command. If you are well aware about the commands or to practice to learn more about, you can, but you can put the full command. Now we are in the privilege mode. Now to know more about the privilege mode commands, you need to put the question mark. You can see there are few commands available within this mode. Majority of the show commands, to see what is available within that show commands or available from the privilege mode. Okay, example, I'm going to start with the SHOW. SH is the shortcut command of show, or you can put the full command. Then you can put the question mark again. You will come to know what all available within the show commands. For example, clock, to see the time of the device, or DHCP, show DHCP to see the DHCP, or the flash. Flash is generally used for storing the operating system. There is a lot of commands, version. Then many things which we'll learn soon. So as an example, I'm going to give show version. VER is the shortcut command of version. So for example, show version, if I put and enter it. There you can see the minimum information about the switch. As an example, if I put show version, we can see what is the model of the switch, 2960, which company it is. Then what is the operating system, iOS operating system available within that software, which is 12.2. Then if you come down, the major information, which even you can see that what is the processor that it has, then how many interface it has. Like for example, it says that 24 fast Ethernet interface, which is downlink, and 2 giga Ethernet interface. They have mentioned that 802.3 will let you know what is mean by this. Then again, if you come down, you can see the base MAC address. We'll talk about this later. Then the part number. If let's say, for example, if the switch is power supply is failed, you need to order the new power supply. You need to give the part number to the while you ordering, so that you can get it from here. Then you can see here one of the most important stuff, that's the serial number of the switch. This is more important when a device required for RMA, or in order for more troubleshooting where you are trying to open a case, GTAC. tag case number to get the Cisco support or the respective vendor support. You just need to address whether the device is under support or not. When we're purchasing any network or any product, that we have to have the support validity, or we need to procure the support as well from respective vendor, including RMA support and the tax support. To check this tax support availability, you need a serial number of the device. There's another command to see this serial number as well. Then the model number. Then if you come down, the more information that you can see that the switch number 1, how many ports it has. It has a 26 ports, which means it has 24 ports downlink and 2 ports uplinks. Total together, it's a 26 ports. And this is what we're talking about later. So this is the minimum information that you're gonna get it from the show version commands. One of the most important other command is called show flash. The show flash is used to store the operating system. As an example, in your laptop or desktop, to load an operating system like a Windows, Linux, or anything, you're gonna use generally C drive from the hard disk. But in switch, we're gonna use the space called flash drive, which is built in. You can see that it has a one operating system, which is 2960, the LAN base. This is the OS name. Okay. So these are the basic 2 commands, and there are many more other commands also we will learn together. Now, the privilege mode is generally used for the ping, copy, paste, show like this. When you want to configure, to do some changes in the configuration, you need to go to the configuration mode, which is called config T. Config T, or configuration terminal. This is the mode where you can do all the related configuration, whatever the configuration that you're planning to, like assigning an IP, configuring switch name, providing security, testing, routing, switching, everything is going to do from the global configuration mode. So here, you can see, let's start with switch like that, which is called user mode. From here, you're going to type enable, and this is called enter. When you do that, you will have the mode called switch. This is called privilege mode. Privilege mode. From here, you're going to type config T, enter. Then you're going to get switch, open bracket, config, close bracket. This mode is called configuration mode. Okay. From the configuration mode, you also have several other modes. Like, for example, line mode, interface mode, subinterface mode, routing mode, many other mode. Okay, so we're going back to the screen. Here you can, that's the privilege mode. And from here, configuration mode. From the configuration mode, you will have interface mode, sub-interface mode, line mode, logical interface mode, routing mode. There are many other modes that's available after the global configuration mode. Let's say here, if you look into this switch, then I put enable, then we put the config T. So this is called global configuration mode. And from the global configuration mode, if I am entering to any specific interface to configure that interface, which is come again config -if, which is called interface mode. Then if I put a .1 as a logical sub-interface, which is called sub-interface, and there are various modes which we can learn towards while we're doing the practical session. So these are the different mode after the global configuration mode. Depends on the area that we can do like this. Now, I'm talking about, let's say, yeah. So here we have one switch with one port F0/1. This is one interface of this switch. So we'll learn how to configure this interface or how to reach this interface, inshallah. So hope you understood the basic settings of the switch, enable, privilege, and config T, and have to address the show version and show flash command in the switch module. So hope you understood the basic settings. So this session is from day 5, part 1 from CML InfoTech, talking about the switch, basic identity, and enable config mode commands. Thank you. Have a good day. So we'll see you on the next session.